Login. Hi, Blue Days, Komaras, Edric, Bassett, Holly, Jonathan, Lucas, Vienna, Apostle, 89. Standard charms only they only drop from Hell Terror Zones and only from the guys, the Heralds. And I think only from the T5 Heralds actually, right? They're pretty tough to get. Herald, the Thunderers, you have to work for them. Okay guys, I think we need 1 Nilaflag key and 2 Summoner keys, if I'm not mistaken. Also I got a fucking jar yesterday. Let's see. That was kind of interesting. You're stuck as a Fire Warlock. So first of all, I get like the Hephasto from Act 4 with the Conviction Aura. This helps a lot to break most of the immunities. Like here, these guys, you see they're immune and now they're not. Besides the Elite, so the Elite is Fire Enchanted, so he happens to just be immune anyway. But you know, if you have the Hephasto and a good Merc, they kill shit. At least like, you know, the Elites and stuff. And most minions, you can actually just break immunities. There's only a few things that still stay immune, like I think Pitlow's in Act 4, Chaos Sanctuary. So one trick you can do is in the Chaos Sanctuary specifically, before you get a good Hephasto as a Bind Demon, you just Bind Demon all of the Pit Lords one by one. And you can kind of clean the Chaos Sanctuary like that. So try that. And then after Chaos Sanctuary, just get a Hephasto. It's ideally with Curse on it as well. Yeah, I'm playing full fire, and it's okay. And my guy, I think he doesn't have Cursed yet, actually. I still need to give him Cursed. I need to, like, upgrade this guy at some point. Everybody claimed the cosmetics. I didn't actually do Luna event at all, and I'm not really planning to log into D4, to be honest. I don't care enough about that. That's a bit like the cosmetics, I guess. Has anyone played this on Switch too? I haven't. But I'll be curious to hear some thoughts. So many elites here. Need to be careful though to not accidentally kill the ghosts above the space of the map. Here we are. Good start. Fast Niederfuck, fast Summoner. 30 minutes event, is that fast? Damn. Is this character going to Uber or the other Warlock? I'm gonna take the other Warlock there. Because this is a caster. As a caster, it's kind of tough unless you have some insane damage. And I mean, I have pretty good damage. But my other guy will have an easier time for sure, and I can apply poison easily. Like, I don't really have, like, poison. Right? You need either poison or open wounds to prevent their regen. Or just have, like, some insane damage. Or, I mean, we can give him a crushing blow weapon. Either way, I mean... Or, like, a poison weapon on the Merc or so, but it's hard to make the Merc survive. You know, against Ubers. I think there's not really hope that my Merc survives, even with my call to arms. Maybe if I like spam reach of potions into him and kill the boss really fast. Going pretty smooth. Now if only any keys would drop, that would be sick. Crankty Vermeer. Minus 70 to monster defense per hit. Interesting. Very interesting. Physical damage reduced by 10%. It's actually a nice weapon. I'll save this one. I wonder if this can actually trigger from Echoing Strike. Apparently Echoing Strike always hits, but it can't Crushing Blow, and it can't do some other things. Oh wait on this guy. I wonder if this can trigger. Combat Shrine. Insane. These guys are actually like transparent. Oops. Kinda nice how fast it is to farm Niederflag. But the others... Oof. Even so, it takes so long to get the keys, man. Man, that poison, what is going on? Where did this guy go? Why did it go all the way over here? What? Oh. I have strength 6 mana. I'm gonna save this just in case I need some strength at some point. That's kind of trash, and that is 2. 1 to Paladin skill levels, and 4 to strength. Oh well. I know I got a Mageless glove. I haven't found a Mageless yet. Be nice though at some point. It's a pretty good caster item. And these goats are definitely tanky, even when I break their fire immunity. Lance Guard. 30 fast category, 20 deadly strike, 50 life, attacker takes 47, 50 minutes negotiating goes to mana. It's actually not a terrible shield. Especially if you're like actually attacking for the deadly strike. Does anyone know if deadly strike only applies to physical damage? I imagine it's only physical, not elemental, right? Or can all parts of an attack deadly strike? How much percent do I have in the compendium? A ridiculously small percent, I guess. And I will never finish it anyway. I think it's resetting all the time anyway. There's like some bugs. 15% apparently. Okay, maybe it's not resetting. Actually, I read it's only resetting when you identify a unique or set item from a weapon rack or armor rack, I believe. So that bugs it out somehow. So try to avoid doing that. I mean, I don't really see a lot of armor racks, I guess. That's good to know. Who's the fastest P8 farmer in the new season? Zork, I guess. Close, man. I find these like 30 or 40% movement speed boots very often, but then never like a second useful stat. My socket's full, I'm not sure if I need that, but maybe. I'm lucky, man, with those keys, that's crazy. Level 4, Sigil Lethargy. XP shrine. Let's see how much we get actually. We are at 6.5 bars. Just curious. Okay, it's gonna be kind of scary here with the curse. Although it only makes Corpse Explosion 50% stronger, I guess, because I think it's 50-50 fizz and fire. Although I have a lot of fire res, so I guess it's way more than 50% extra, since most of the damage I take is fizz. Okay, and I have to kill these guys, so this is kind of scuffed. I don't want to get Corpse Exploded here. Where's my portal? Thanks. Anyone saying Judicator Master on hardcore? Yeah, what's your paragon? Then this tissue looks so sick. I mean, the big one. That is Apocalypse. Very nice. Very fun skill. In general, like this build is my favorite so far. I think that's probably what I will play the most. But I will definitely try the magic build for the ladder. I want to see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, we can farm hell relatively well with this. With just a conviction aura. And then eventually we're gonna get a thunder, I guess. Cope. For sure, right? Does it damage everything inside? Yeah, it's like a full AoE circle.
It is an honor to serve you.
I have to say, out of all of the keys to farm, I like farming Niederfakt the most. Because like the easiest to run and also kinda like the fight. A little bit tricky, a little bit something to like take care of. Bear today. Let's go. We got the jar, so that's the hard one, I guess. You always feel that Niederfakt drops more keys than the others. And they don't have the same rates, I think, but I'm not sure what exactly are the rates. Eastern Worldstone Shard, okay. We got 3 of those now, just farming keys. But they just happen to drop here. I guess what you actually want to do is you want to do like a long session and do like all acts in a row, right? To try to get as many heralds as possible. What, does anyone know if there, is there like a cap of you can only spawn 5 heralds, or do they just like all appear as tier 5 heralds whenever you reach the cap? Not sure how that works exactly. Mage plate. Could try the recipe, yeah? Oops. I wanted to keep that thing actually, it's a kind of nice shield. Do I want to use this on my other guy? Over a spirit though. It's not a bad shield, honestly, but spirit is pretty good, huh? Also has a faster cast rate. I guess it doesn't beat the spirit, but it's not bad. Okay, I need to look at recipes. D2. Socketing base items, body armor. Okay, so we need Tal, Fool, and a perfect Topaz. And we have... Wait, is it max 3 actually? On a mage plate? Or do we just want a mage plate of 3? It is max 3, so 2 out of 3 chance. Yeah, fuck it, we can waste the Topaz here, I think. Wait, where is it? No, easy club. Now we just need a bear. No problem, guys. Oh, we actually had a Tal here. Gambling is so good as a dopamine. Yeah, not much of a gamble. I mean, it's like a 2 out of 3. But yeah. And I mean, you know, I still need a bear, which is definitely harder to find than the mage blade, I guess. But, you know, there's definitely a good chance I would have found the mage blade on the way. But, I don't know, let's just, you know, be done with it, basically, and I have peace of mind. So if you actually happen to find that bear, well, you have an enigma, I guess, so there we go. I had to check the bot for the missed rune. It was indeed an IO. Hey, there was a missed rune? Low rune would have been sad. Was that in the same game or was it in the previous game? Do you know where it was? Oh, key. Oh, charm. Holy. Geets. 20 MF, 121 extra gold. That's a lot of gold, dude. I mean, we are pretty tanky. Can I drop something in 9 lightning res and 49? Fuck that. I'm just gonna do this. This goes to 40% MF, really? That's crazy. What time is this? This is Hell Warden's Well. New Warlock helm.
Stay a while and listen.
160, 40, 15. Okay, so we got a real low roll here, but I mean, it's a good charm, so let's just use it. Okay, we need 2 more keys, guys. 2. Oh, we've done this. So I guess the Iron Rune was not in this game, huh? Too late now, anyway. Post again, top left, I kind of... Okay, too bad. Yeah, IO is not too important, I guess. That's fine. Happens. Okay, we can't be cost exploded now, that's good. I have -1 lightning rest now, beautiful. That's going well. Dude, 14,000 gold just like that on the ground from Niederfuck. Kinda wild actually. 120 extra gold, that's insane. I guess we don't really care about like selling stuff to the vendor anymore. I have like so much like in gold. What does this curse have on me, by the way? Does anyone know what this is? Is mine his defense curse, I guess? You should see Travinkal. Yeah, I know Travinkal is like the gold farm place. And you can make a lot of gold there. I wonder how much it actually is. There was Terror Zone earlier in Travinkal. I guess I should have checked it out. Just a sea like around, but I think there's like 1 or 2 fire immune guys, so I don't really want to go there right now. But I guess I can kill all but one and just leave. It's probably fine. Can be rough in case I'm... I mean, my Merc has almost 3,000 life. He's kind of chilling these days. He's been ramping up the call to arms. To get keys and stuff as well at some point, yeah. This is my last portal. I'm not sure if Dorkland sells keys, but I know this guy sells.
Good day.
Hello, blues guys.
Allow me to advise you.
Dude, the scrolls cost 81. What a weird number. It's like minus 10%, minus 10% again. Okay, this is high. Because you have to charm now. Sell your book at the vendor and rebuy it. I mean this, but why? Wait, it fills the book? Wait, really? I mean, even if you buy a fresh book, it's not full. Like, why is my book full when I rebuy it? What? I wanna see that. That seems like it doesn't make any sense. It's actually full, what the fuck? I wish I could like control left click buy or something instead of the confirmation. What the fuck? But if you buy a fresh book, it's not full. Really?
Ask and learn.
So this costs 360, then I sell it for 225, so I lose like 136 gold. Ah shit, okay, so on this guy I can't do this. But here, it becomes full. It costs 1,002 to buy. And it's like plus 16 scrolls. Does it always cost the same? Doesn't matter how much is in there. No, it costs the same anyway. Interesting. Weird. Hi, Dark Dragon Slayer. I'm doing good. How about you? Yellow ring. D2 is full of weird stuff. Yeah, that is certainly weird. Never heard that. But okay, the thing is that most of the time you go to a vendor that has the scrolls anyway, but Not always, I guess. So, for example, in Act 2, I often go to Farah, repair, and so on, and that's it. So, yeah, there it would make sense to just like, instead of running all the way up to Drognan. It's always the last way, man. I wonder if I can do the same thing with the keys as well. I should try this with keys. It has 11 keys right now, let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, it says 12 out of 12. Okay. Funny, dude. You make sure I don't accidentally misclick or some shit. What? Oops. Apparently I had already cleared the right side. He had a chance to bind Uda with Fanat armor, but didn't do it. Yeah, just get a sniff, no? But I guess Uda has also the stun, if you care about that. That's kinda neat. And they're pretty tanky too, I guess. Definitely nice. Life and mana steal. And Javelin and skills and some nightmares. But they're fail F. Dude, life and mana steal on the same item is kinda sick. Why do you want the Udar with Aura specifically? Is there like any reason over like the Hephaestus, for example?
Greetings.
Hello.
He's like just running faster and teleporting? Nah, that's not true. Teleport is definitely fast. I don't have that much faster run walk. I have like, I don't know, maybe 50% faster run walk or something. Which is good, but... You know... 1, 2, 3, right? And if I just throw one, yeah, like it takes like a second or so to arrive, so it's... And there goes all the loot. Lucky. I mean, I also kill all stuff on the way, right? I'm not just running, that's the thing. Following a guide of Maxroll? No, but I mean, the builds are really straightforward in this game, and there's not really, you know, too much like variance or something, I guess. So I guess what I'm doing here is like almost one-to-one what the Maxroll guide has anyway. Hi, Joshi.
Good to see you.
We hit both the bottom pass first for no reason. But I should do the top ones, because they have shorter travel time. Yeah, I mean, essentially paths. What is actually the average? How many paths do I have to run to find them? I guess on average something like 2.5 or something. And it's a 1 in 4 the first time, and then it's like a 1 in 3, and then it's 1 in 2, and then it's, you know, guaranteed, right? I'm not sure like exactly how the math is out, but I guess it should be something like 1 in 2.5 or so. I think I'm going the wrong way, actually I have to go top right. Oopsie. Also good spear, unlucky. War sword. Petros.
Good
Okay, Spanner. Calvin's Point. Faster to carry, damage, attack speed, poison and reduced. Not very impressive. Merc almost died here. Easy. Got it up. I guess I'm putting more in here. The base 40 now. 47% damage goes to Demon. Seems legit. They're definitely gonna nerf that shit.
Greetings.
Good day.
Good day.
Hello.
16 life. Oh, +6 upgrade, man. Sick. Yo, Gris, how's it going?
Stay a while and listen.
You having a nice day there, huh? You too, actually. Why is my right-click skills moving like that? There's like an option to like directly cast skills basically with the hotkeys. So it's just like, I don't know, I guess it's like an engine limitation. So it like does the skill switch for you, uses it, and then switches back to your standard. You'd love to be in sunny Florida. It sounds pretty good stuff here. How about sunny Greece? It's probably not as warm as Florida, but yeah, you can go out in a sweater right now. In fact, I did that earlier.
Good day.
Venom board. That is a lot of poisonous. I guess this could be useful for Dariel, huh? Oh, Immortal King. That's a lot of res. Lightning, fire. I mean, you can give up some life. You have so much life anyway. It's minus 140 life. But we get a really good amount of res on two pretty important resists. Kind of like that, actually. Bunch of extra defense, that probably doesn't matter. Do they have 4 Western? This is for Act 1, right? And this is Act 5. Yeah. Going to Athens in September. Oh. You're doing like vacation or what? Maybe I can respec some vitality for all the strength from the belt. Yeah, I'm certainly going to respec for 20 vitality, man. Yeah, for sure. With some random ass belt that I just found. I mean, already near invincible as it is, I'm not gonna do that now. Min-max gamer, yeah, you only have 3 respecs, what do you mean, man? And one is already gone, I think, so... Actually, I'm not sure, maybe the other guy has 1 gone. I think the other guy has 1 gone. And this guy still has 3, but you know, I'm not gonna respec for 20 vitality, you know, that's a waste. I'm gonna wait until some bigger changes. I think at some point I will actually spec a bit into Dex as well, even though I'm casting, to get a bit of block and maybe more defense. Having a bit of more block would be nice. I guess once we get to the point where we have like a torch and stuff like that, where we have some attributes to like all attributes, you know, and this is like kind of like locked in at that point, then it might be worth to put like 100 points into Dex or some shit. The quest to get more respecs. Now it's not a quest, you have to farm the act bosses for that, and they drop tokens. So it's Act 1, Act 2 together, and then 3, 4, 5. They all drop a token, and they together become... They drop an essence, and they together become a respec token. And it's not that hard to farm it. I think it has a relatively decent drop rate. I actually have like 3 of these essences just sitting around, and I've never really farmed any of those bosses yet. But you know, we're not farming any act bosses right now, we're just trying to get Ubers done. But yeah, eventually I guess I would, you know, do more of the act boss farming, because you would like to go for the Uber Ancients. And stuff like that. And yeah, in that case you would get those essences anyway, so I don't have to be that frugal, I guess, with the respecs. Since this guy is just gonna be the fire guy anyway. So I'm not like changing my build on this anyway. And my other guy is the guy that... Oh, Blue Monarch. Log in. No. Just vendor it, I guess. Should be 35. He found a long-lost school friend in Athens. Interesting. So expat or what? This little platform there, it's kind of funny.
Hello.
Good day.
Oh, Greece is wonderful, especially Athens. I mean, okay, anywhere in Greece it's great, I gotta say. Can recommend. If you need like, I don't know, any tips on what to see or so, then let me know. I've also been to some places in Athens.
Good to see you.
Yo, Vampire, hello. Any beginner tips for D2? I mean, 4-year-old videos are just fine. This game hasn't really changed in like 2.5 decades, so... Anti-terror zone time. Catacombs, oh yeah, I see. Dude, Inner Cloister, Cathedral, and Catacombs. There's actually a lot of zones, man. This would be pretty good to just like spawn heralds as well, right? Because there's actually a lot of stuff. I'm really curious to see. I'm gonna try to do like a full act run and see like how the like high level like heralds will feel. Hopefully don't get a fire immune one because that's gonna suck. I might do it on the other guy actually, on my echoing strike guy. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do for the ladder as well. It's gonna play fire. Maybe it's going to 2 Warlocks again. I don't know what to do about it right now. Or maybe it's gonna keep playing these guys. I kinda wanna do like a fresh run for ladder. I mean, I am playing online right now, so it's kinda scuffed if I play online, but not the ladder.
Good day.
Greetings.
Wait, I did clear it now, right? All 4 paths, okay. Am I going online hardcore ladder? Yeah, so Deadmods asked me if I want to do online hardcore group stuff. And group round would be kind of fun too, I think. That sounds like a cool idea. So I might do that. If there's a few people. I think I was going to ask a few others as well, so I guess we'll see. Otherwise I'll just do like offline hardcore, I guess. Like offline hardcore is pretty tempting as well because of the fixed maps and stuff. It's gonna speed up farming so much if I want to do SSF. But yeah, I could be convinced to do some group hardcore. But the other problem is I probably don't have that much time to blast. So I guess we'll see. Hi, Foschkönig. Yeah, group round I think is probably like the best way to play this game when I think about it. Like I don't want to do like trading with like you know, online forums and I know this shitty like game names and trying to hope that someone joins and like I don't know, this kind of stuff is like kind of scuffed. I think it's just scuffed about it. And yeah, group round is kind of cool, right? Like okay, you know what people are playing, you know roughly what they will need, and this kind of stuff. Like that sounds kind of cool. You can do Ubers together or whatever. You can farm the Terror Zones together. You know, everyone brings one of these shards, for example, right? And then you just do like a session and like you farm, everyone farms one act and spawns heralds and whatever. I mean, that sounds kind of cool too. You can share torches. You know, if like people play different classes at least. Or if someone wants to make an alt, you know, hey, I want to make a barb alt. Okay, here I have the barb torch, right? So I really like those ideas actually. The character spamming is killing me. What do you mean with the character spamming? Pass the skills quickly? I can't. Huh. Yeah, I don't think you can turn this off in this game. Impossible. Like in D4 I just turned off, for example, so it doesn't like constantly produce error messages. But yeah, it is what it is. Can you lower voice volume maybe? I can check. So maybe it's not so annoying at least. Music sound as NPC speech. Voices. I was gonna reduce the ambient a little bit because it's always like sold out in here. Can actually fine tune this quite a lot, which is nice. Yellow ring. Blue boots. I can't. 2% mana still. That's kinda little. But maybe it's good enough actually. I have a mana steel ring right now on my other guy, so maybe I wanna actually use this one instead. It has a bit of damage. Bit of fire res. Now let's see. So if I sell the empty book now, will it come back full? I guess so. Insane. And everything goes where it should. Easy. I guess I could also like slightly lower the game volume and then up, like not up, but up the total volume. Is it actually at 100? Text to speech, speech. And keep items the same like that. So here it is a little bit better. Maybe. Let's see. This could help.
Good to see you. I can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they want to preserve that as much as possible, Rastalion. I mean, the standard charms are really late game items, you know, you have to grind like 100 hours to get them. So it's not really such a problem, I think, you know, most players will never even have one of them. I never had one of them, actually. So it's not that bad, I think, with the... You know, and I think after like 100 hours or whatever, you know, getting to the point where build destroys the entire game, I think that's okay, you know. And until then you still have to suffer from your strengths or weaknesses and all that kind of stuff. But I think at some point it's okay that you just destroy everything. Monarch. I keep flip-flopping what Warlock build you want to start that with. Yeah. I think I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. Which is fire into magic, back into fire, and then maybe eventually the Echoing Strike again. I'm just scared that people are funny into builds that don't have the deal of immunities because of scarcity of thunders. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with making multiple characters, right, to farm different things. I mean, it doesn't take that long to go through the campaign if you know what you're doing. And, you know, either you just, you know, brute force your way through until you have your thunders, or you just ignore the immune guys as much as you can, farm other stuff. I mean, there's plenty of options, right? Either you deal with the immunes, or you make another character. Or, I mean, if you play online, then you can also be in party, right? You don't have to be alone. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options, I think, to get through. Gamers played for 20 years without standard charms, yep. And we have so much power creep as well, right? with the patches have done after D2R and stuff like that. Like, you know, we are so much more powerful. The rune words are OP and all that kind of stuff. Like, even if you have to deal with immunities. Fine Epona, nice to see you. How does my skill tree look like? 20, 20, 20, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everything 1 here, and then get to at least 10 demonic mastery, and then blood oath spam. And yeah, that's it. We are 84 right now. Yellow Monarch. Have I played Darkhaven? What are my thoughts? I have, for like 6 hours or so. I wanted to release a video today, but I was a bit late. Gonna do it tomorrow. Gonna see my thoughts on Darkhaven. It's like, it's interesting for sure. It's like pre-alpha, so very early stuff. And you know, it's a bit clunky and all that. But there's definitely potential there, I'd say, as like an interesting side game. So we'll see how this will go. And it seems like a lot of people are supporting the Kickstarter. They also see potential, so let's see.
Yes.
The only thing I did was making more builds viable. I mean, I can definitely imagine they're gonna do like some balance changes and like, you know, maybe make attack builds a bit more viable and these kind of things, right? But yeah, for now the focus is on a Warlock, of course, you know, getting that right and bug fixed and these kind of things. And then the next ladder after that, maybe they're gonna do some more stuff. But I feel like there's plenty of options to enjoy the game as it is. And some stronger and weaker than others, but that's okay. I guess the main problem that we have, you know, regardless of build power, is always teleport, right? But I don't see them nerfing teleport either. That would be kind of like a hot iron to touch. So I don't think they're gonna do that. But I think this is really what the game would need. You always play Bob, he never uses Thunders. Yeah, the physical Thunder, I mean, these days you would use the physical Thunder as well, right? Because it doesn't actually give you like a lot of like extra damage taken. I think it's like 10 to 20%. And then you have like, all the extra stats and you deal with the physical immunes, easy peasy. So... yeah, but I mean, there's not much that really is physical immune that it can't break with Amplify. I guess you're probably running Amplify in some way. And this kind of deals with physical immune for the most part. And then you still have... which skill does that? Does magic damage instead? Is that Berserk? Maybe it's Berserk. So I guess you don't really worry. Yeah, there's like the strength of playing a Barb, I guess, that, you know, once you're in hell, you don't have to deal with like immunities really almost at all. Buffs does faster have Fana Amplify. This is a caster, not a attack build. So you don't care about Fana. So this guy has Conviction Aura, and he should have Curse, but he doesn't have Curse. To get a new one at some point. But so far I didn't have much trouble with fire immunes, so I've been just kind of running with this guy. But yeah, we're gonna get one of Curse. Some new rune like a Spirit Current for melee would be nice. I mean, there is a lot of like really cheap like weapon rune words, to be honest. You know, there's Malice, there's Black, there's a bunch of stuff. I guess melee leveling in general is just kind of scuffed because little scaling, you have to upgrade your weapons all the time, where casters just don't give a fuck, right? So it is what it is. Even if you make those rune words, and then you have to deal with all the attack rating. I think they could at least like maybe change attack rating formulas slightly or something. That could also be an idea, for example. Yo, boiler. Yeah, I don't want my demon to kill everything. I want to kill stuff. So I'm not gonna go for like a funner amplify guy just so that my demon can kill stuff. You know, they should still kill stuff when there's fire immunes until I get Thunder Charms. Boiler, are you ready to log in for a new ladder? Druid time. If you get a baby grief runeward like plus 150, 200 at level 30. Yeah, okay, dream on, man. That's ridiculous. I mean, you have to make sure that they keep rare items interesting as well, right? So if you like, I actually really don't like the power of spirit. You know, you just make that rune word and you're like set forever basically as a caster, and I don't like that at all. And the same with like, you know, stealth, like this is like way too strong. Like if anything you should nerf stealth and rhyme and spirit. I think that would be a good start. And that would hurt casters more than melee. And then you bring them a bit closer together as well.
Good day.
How may I help you?
Too many runes, you want more uniques? Dude, I think they should not make any more items in this game, man. There's like so many fucking items. You know, just take what's there and like start balancing it a bit. And I think that would be better. Like there's so much trash that no one would ever touch. You know, even if you happen to have it for whatever reason, you know, if you happen to find one of these like random level 30 weapons or some shit at that level, like most of the time, even then it's not great. So they should first of all fix that, I think. Like what's the point of just making more and more items? And then you would also like open up more options for like, you know, melee playstyles to be enjoyable while leveling, for example, right? If there's actually like items you can find that are good. The problem is that most of these like unique weapons and stuff, they're just all shit. Right? As a caster, you make a spirit and you're done. Then make a second spirit and you're completely done. Until you get some actual like GG late game stuff. Right? I just have spirit, and you know, I never have to replace them if I don't find anything. And it's fine. 5% lifesteal. I'm giving keys? No, I'm farming keys, I'm not giving keys. These guys don't give me keys, so. Half Terrazon reaching 99 is too easy. Yeah, I mean, it still takes you like a few days or something of grinding, right? So I don't think that's too bad. I guess it's, you know, easy if you compare to the old ways, but I mean, the old ways basically made it impossible for anyone to reach 99 unless they were like, you know, giga try-harding with a team and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's not that bad that you can grind it if you want to. And the fact that basically, you know, you skip everything and there's only 3 monsters in a game that actually contribute any XP at all, I mean, that's relatively stupid. I think this game has too much like skipping and too little actually killing going on. And Terrazons help a little bit with that. There goes the loot. It's so hard to not kill these guys accidentally while they're off the map. Even if I try to wait and delay, they just sometimes die. And the Terrazons also help to like reduce the dominance of teleport, which is very good, I think. 3 to poison and bone skills. Wow. Hi, Pando. Where's the free Warlock? And don't worry guys, they're cooking for the 40-year anniversary. D3 will be huge. Trust. Like Sada. I like the Warlock, newly to updates. Very nice, easy. I think I blasted this class. And I mean, you know, the extra stash is really nice. That makes it a lot more enjoyable. Because I can keep stuff around and, you know, I can like play 2 characters no problem and so on. D3 had to die so that Diablo Immortal could live. I doubt it. I mean, the games are very different and the audiences are very different as well. I think this has not much to do with each other. Maybe they'll re-release every D3 patch with Inferno mode. I'm 100% sure that this is not going to happen. But, who knows? I mean, maybe they're gonna be doing something with D3 at some point. But yeah, I mean, since they're borrowing a lot of D3 stuff for D4, like D4 is basically just an upgraded D3, so it's kind of too close, I guess. But I really wouldn't mind if they made some, like, you know, quality of life changes and a bit of balancing for D3. Like, I gave them like a list of stuff at some point, and, you know, maybe they will do it at some point.
Where can I take you?
Half the fun of playing ladder is playing the economy. Yeah, I mean, for some people, sure, but, you know, I don't want to have anything to do with that, to be honest. So... No asset clad and no proper multi-shot. Dude, if the expansion doesn't give multi-shot to Rogue, then I don't know what the fuck is going on. Waiting for D1 remaster, holy. I feel like D1 remaster will be a little more than a gimmick. But could be fun to play through it once or something. I don't think I've actually ever finished the game. So bad you have tried it up on your second monitor. I hop into the game and trade and continue blasting. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. And even if you like undervalue stuff, you still get like generally a lot of stuff, right? If you like actually endgame farming and so on, you're gonna get rich and get all your stuff really fast and so on. So I can understand, you know, obviously trade is OP, even if you engage a little with it. Even just like trade all the big stuff or something and not anything else. So if I was going to trade, I would probably do that. It's like, you know, only the really big stuff or something. But yeah. Tier 3 Asmol sub. Interesting nickname, by the way. Account created today. Yeah, maybe they recommend good streamers to new people. Or just the right ones at least. 30 minutes ago. Nice. Doesn't sound like a big loss if you ban him. Maybe it's the guy that I banned yesterday, actually. It's probably the same guy, actually. He's just trying to act like someone different, maybe. Yeah, that was actually... Oh, it's gone. I wanted to see the stats again. Can I get those keys, please? I need 1 and 1. You're almost there. It could happen. Next run. What a hobby. I guess there's plenty of people that are just like very bored. I don't know. You know, AI is taking over. Everything's automated. People don't have anything to do. So they come to Twitch chat and make new accounts. Oh shit, my cube. Oh, maybe hello. Judging by the username, he'll go to other chats before a new account is made. Yeah, I guess I'm not the only one. Well, maybe he just really likes me, I don't know. Sometimes I do wonder, like, you know, how many people there are in my chat that I think are different people, but they're actually just the same person with multiple accounts. You know, regardless of being banned or not. Hope your account belong to us. It's all just macro with different hats at this point. Uh-oh. Could be, could be. What the fuck is this? How's the Warlock? Very fun. Oh my god, man. I always think that it's safe to kill them and then they explode and nothing drops. F. What is going on? See you later, Pattern. Well, actually, I don't stream for very long today, so maybe not. But tomorrow then. Start late and early. Not a good combo, but here we are, guys. This is better than Fire Sork. I can't say I ever played Fire Sork, but I mean, this is pretty strong, so... I mean, nothing really beats Sork, I suppose. Outside of, you know, endgame stuff with Enigma. That almost no one ever has, so... I guess Sork is just generally the best class. But you know, it's pretty good, so... Demon Hide Gloves. Venom Grip. Crushing Blow, Lifesteal. And Poison. That's also pretty good for Ubers, I guess. I'm playing hardcore? Not yet. But this guy is deathless so far. I'm having many issues with fire and hell. No. The Conviction Aura helps a bit. And there's not really many guys left that are fire immune after the Conviction Aura. There's still some guys, especially like fire enchanted elites and so on. But my Merc at this point actually lives pretty well. Plus the Smith also pumps. And he doesn't even have Cursed yet, so they're both gonna do like, you know, double damage or so, or more. In the future, when I get actually a new Smith that has Cursed as well. And it's gonna be easy. Just gonna like deal with the fire immunes until I get a Thunder. Ultimately still go for Thunder at some point, but you know. Right now I just want to do Uber, get a Torch, see the fight again and so on. It's been a long time since I've done it. So... I've always played hardcore. Yeah, but I didn't play this game in like nearly half a decade. So I found it not the wisest decision to just randomly start hardcore. Especially because I've never really done too much like endgame stuff. The Patriarch. Okay. Pretty good weapon actually for level 29. But yeah. Yeah, my first guy died like, I don't know, 3 times now, and this guy died 0 times so far, so we're doing pretty well. And the plan is to do hardcore offline when the level starts. Which boss is worth farming right now? I mean, there's plenty of bosses to farm for different reasons, depending on what you want to get. You can check the Maxroll calculator for the loot tables. I mean, people farm, you know, Chaos Sanctuary, they farm Bale, they farm in Mephisto. Like, some people even farm, like, I don't know, Andariel Nightmare or some shit for Son of Jordan, I think. Like, there's like plenty of stuff you can do. And I mean, you have the Terror Zones as well, so every time there's like a Terror Zone in a boss zone, you probably want to go there to get the tokens for the Uber Ancients fight. Because they only drop from terrorized Arc bosses. And I'm not sure like how they combine. Do I have like get one from each boss? Or maybe there's like a combination, like Act 1, Act 2 together maybe? Similar to the respect tokens. But I'm currently not going for the Uber Ancients, so I guess that's something we're gonna discover when the ladder is actually out. Because I think they're harder than the Uber Tristram fight. And also like way harder to actually get there. It's like a longer grind, I think. Although I've been spending way too many hours on these fucking keys, man. They probably had like 8 hours plus of key farm, man. It's crazy. And I'm nearly done for one Uber, but it does take a while. Oh! Okay. I only need one more. The Uber Ancients felt easier than Uber Meth and Liv. Interesting. I know if you're frenzy about. I guess if you're like tanky enough, then maybe that's a very easy fight. Do you not have like any mechanics that are like really hard to tank and stuff? I mean, how geared is your Frenzy Barb? That's the question. Do the Ancients actually have any immunities? Okay, this is the game, guys. This is the urn. I'm gonna get the key now as well from this guy. No, we don't. Lucky. Oh wait, I'm not sure. Do I need another one from Summoner? Let me double check. Maybe I needed 2 from this guy, but I think I found one earlier. Oh no, we have 3. Okay, so we only need like 1 key. Easy. Okay, it should be fast now. It's just farming Neelathak. He's way faster than the Summoner. Okay. Usual and Uber endgame gear. Okay, that sounds interesting. I mean, you're also very experienced, I guess, big old drunkie. I don't actually know most of these abbreviations of these items that he said. F. Yes. Yo, fun. Thanks for the sub. Also, Huxy Maxi, I missed that earlier. Appreciate that. Superior Crystal Sword. Ah, close. Dude. 88% slower stamina drain. Just kind of curious what this looks like. Does it actually like not drain stamina at all? Yeah, my stamina doesn't even move, man. That's funny. Is it because I'm slowed? Does it drain slower because I am slowed? Let me see that. No. It drains like 1 every like 3 seconds or so. It's funny. Yeah, that, okay, it's actually like 88% slower, that's crazy. Not that it matters really in that game, but that's funny. And all the grind for a 10-10 Druid Torch. Yeah, it doesn't matter what class Torch it is, you know, of course it would be nice to have Warlock. But I mean, Torch is just insane, even with a shit roll on the wrong class. So, you want to have it, no matter what. And then I guess next goal would be slowly farming Terror Zones, trying to get the Sunder at some point, trying to stack up Uber Ancient Mats whenever there's Terror Zones in the Arc bosses. And then, yeah, maybe aiming for a Stone of Jordan at some point as well. Oh, look, there it is. Almost. Oh, my god, died. Terror Zones are online and offline. Raven Frost. That's actually a pretty good ring, I think. A lot of attack rating. Cold. Dex mana. Cold Absorb. Cannot be frozen. That's a good ring, actually. I do not want SOJs. Besides those I pick up from the ground, but thanks, Larry. That is a very good ring. I don't think realistically I'm going to do something like a mana ring like that anymore anyway. It's all of mana though. Raven Frost is biz for most attack builds. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like at some point when I actually don't run Rhyme anymore. Okay, I'm not playing melee, I guess, so we don't really care about the cannot be frozen, but it's a nice thing to have. But having the cold damage is nice, because you want to have some cold damage somewhere, right? Although we do have the Holy Freeze demon, so I guess you don't care about the cold damage either. Because you're already applying cold damage from the Holy Freeze. And the aura should be basically permanently up. So what else do we get? We get a bonus for attack rating and dex. And okay, that is nice, but only if they actually fix the bug. Which I guess they will. So I think Enquiries Strike right now is always hitting, even though it shouldn't. So you don't actually need attack rating. But I guess it does help when I do like Ubers and you know, I can't hit them so easily. And I need to Crushing Blow them down and stuff. But yeah, 20 Cold Rest and 20 Cold Absorb is also kind of sick on this thing. It's gonna make some fights definitely pretty chill. Like Uber Mephisto with Ravenfrost? He does cold damage as well, right? Not just lighting, I think. feel there's so many good unique rings that I don't really care too much about, like blue rings and yellow rings, I guess. But I still worth picking up the videos and stuff and check them out, and the blues as well. The blues can be like this double magic find stuff, which should be kind of sick in that game as well. Gold wrap. Found one of those already. Oh my god, he has curse. Okay. Sparking mail. Maybe a lifetime wand. What does lifetime do again? Is that like a life steal? I mean, what are you gonna do with that? You just put lifesteal somewhere on your ring or some shit and you're chilling. Oh. It's not the same. Wait, what does lifesteal do? It's kind of hard to justify anything over call for arms. Call to arms, right? It's pretty good. And it's also like a buff on me, so you know I don't have to worry about applying something to an enemy and you know whatever, and I don't have to worry about repairing the charges all the time. And maybe it would be nice to have some stuff like that for like the T5 Heralds if they turn out to be like giga ridiculously OP. I heard they're pretty tough. Dude, he dropped 2 keys. What? What? I don't think I've ever seen this. How is that possible? Looks like I'm blasting now, as opposed to all the times I wasn't blasting. Well, thank you. This is players 1. Okay, wild. But I don't think I have enough time now. I need to leave in 8 minutes. So this is no time to do Ubers, but that's kind of funny that I got 2 keys at once. I didn't realize that's the thing. Maybe I'm gonna do a quick cow run just because. No. Yeah, bailed up for. Is that a bug or something? Like, what the fuck? Or is it just like, okay, like any item can become one of the special drops, I guess? You can get 3 keys if you're very lucky. What the hell? Okay. Is it just like, is it like actually like intended like design, or is it just like part of how the loot system works that they can drop double and triple keys? Or did they specifically give them like a chance to double drop? Can you find any high runes? Well, I got a Ohm if that qualifies. And I got a jar yesterday. I'm not sure where the high runes start. Like, where does high runes start? Vex. Okay, so Vex, Low Sword, Bear Jar, Transort, okay. Oh, actually, maybe in those like few minutes I have, I could also do like a quick Act 4 run and try to get a cursed conviction guy. But yeah, let's do the cow over here. Oh. What is the thing doing here? I wish I had more loot happening like D2R and D4. Dropping a giant D4 is meh. Yes. Yeah, they definitely need to make stuff a lot more rare across the board, I think, in D4. And I think that's probably the idea with what they're doing with, you know, the expansion and so on. Oh my god, I need so many keys here. Why is D2R greater than D1, D3, D4? That's because you live with a mindset from 30 years ago. And most people don't, actually. Grand Charm. 1 maximum damage, man. Dude, it's actually crazy how many keys you need here. Okay guys, who do we raid? I have to leave in 2.5 minutes. Karn? Okay, Karn it is. Ifrune. A third of Enigma. No problem. Actually crazy how much the Cow King drops. 4 rares and the set item. Like he drops way more stuff than most Act bosses, dude. Cow King is actually legit. Kings. I already have one of these, but maybe they're better. I might equip them on my other guy, actually. But it's kind of sad that it's like so much like attack rating on some of these items and so on. And apparently Echoing Strike just doesn't need it. Boiler, do you know? Is it true that he actually always hit with Echoing Strike? Okay, I think we are done. Okay, raid Karn underscore. He always said, okay. I wonder if they're gonna fix that for the letter. Kinda feels bad, man, having all this attack rating and the good items and then like, I don't actually need it. Ho ho ho. Okay guys, I have to leave. Be nice to Karn. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow Ubers. We got all the keys now. We got them a little bit too late, unfortunately. Else I would have done them now. But we're gonna do them tomorrow.